I have been thinking how I should make my junk journal, so I prepared some of lists that I made digital. I wanted to include because my theme is with flowers, so I wanted to make a lot of beautiful papers with flowers patterns using my old vintage documents that I have in my stash. Let me show you here. And this beautiful paper doll that I have. I wanted, as I said, to add as much patterns as is possible because I would like to put something like cottagecore vintage papers in my junk journal. This is my idea. I also print out those papers that are very helpful. And I know that I have to make 7 items, and I have to include different papers that are 7. Probably I'm going to add a little bit more from 7 because I have this interesting idea. First, let me show you what kind of papers did I choose. As I said, I already prepare my papers as digital patterns. I made them with Photoshop and I print them out. And I love this beautiful paper that is here, and I will explain why, because I used a lot of my vintage documents that I have. And let me show you, this is the real one. And I assume that this is a paper doll. So this is the real one. It looks very gorgeous and very fantastic. And I decided to scan it and to use it in my junk journal because it looks very beautiful and have this beautiful child inspiration pattern that I definitely would like to use since my theme is with flower motifs. I decided to add these vintage roses here. And as I said, I use a lot of my, let me just show you, a lot of my vintage documents that I have in my stash for my junk journal. So you can see them. I think that this paper that I use is one of those. If I'm not, yes, this is the one that I use, as you can see. And it's very interesting that you can use vintage documents and you can make them bigger. And when you make them bigger, you can use them in a lot of different ways here and there. Also, I used a lot of vintage papers that I have from different sources, and I decided to add some kind of watercolor flowers. This one here that you see on the background is one vintage paper for I think it was for embroidery, if I'm not mistaken. So I've decided to scan it and to use it. Actually, this is one of my favorite papers, and if you check out my Etsy shop, you will see this pattern there. The papers actually are available in my Etsy shop and also in my coffee shop. Also, I've decided to use these beautiful birds that are watercolor because I like the way they look. It looks very romantic and very beautiful. Let me just remove my vintage papers that I have here. Except those papers that I print out, I decided to use my cutting dies and put a lot of watercolor here and there. But I will explain in the end, in the 5th video, when you see the whole journal that is going to be ready. For now, there is a lot of work. And also I'm preparing for my birthday because my birthday is coming very soon. So I don't have enough time to make the junk journal. But I'm going to make it until the end of February, hopefully, of course. What else? As I said, I chose a lot of interesting patterns. Also, I dyed papers that I would like to use to put some kind of memories here and there. I use those beautiful dies. Let me just show you where they are. There they are. This is the dies that I used, and probably I'm going to use such dies for the brown paper because I would like to have again something with flowers and hearts. Also, I'm going to use this envelope that is with a lot of washi tapes, and I use such 3D embolic folder with my Civic machine. Also, I have in mind to use this beautiful paper that is from a friend of mine, the same friend from Japan, and this is Happy Mail. So I've decided to use it because it fits with the pattern that I'm going to make for my junk journal. And I have actually a little doubt which one I should use as fabric, this one or this one. Probably I'm going to use this one. And let me just put it just like this, gently, and there it is. It's already here on the paper, and I use one of my favorite folder with flowers, and I think that it looks very gorgeous. Also, as I said, I use my washi tapes here. They look very beautiful. And I use those kind of hearts that let me just show you. There they are. First, I used watercolors to cover them, and then I use my dies to cut them out. And since the flower is with, the theme is for flowers, I'm going to use those little flowers and leaves. Actually, they're more leaves like flowers, more than leaves than flowers. Those beautiful leaves here and there because I would like to make them gorgeous. Also, I'm going to use this beautiful fabric, which is French fabric, and unfortunately this is my last French fabric from those here. And I love to make junk journals because you can incorporate a lot of things that you have in your mind and in your stash, and sometimes you don't need to put something special. Probably I'm going to put this one here or somewhere else. Let me just see how it's going to look. Or here. I think that here is better. Yes. So this is a little part that I'm showing from my junk journal that I'm going to make here and there because I don't want the video to be very, very long. I think that this part is, yes, I like the way it is, and I'm going to put a little, just let me, and this one here. Okay, and this is the way I can see. I like to put transparent things so I could not lose this kind of patterns because they're very beautiful and they're very vintage. And this is also as image in my mind that I have for my junk journal. And I really want to use very, very colorful papers and very colorful fabrics to decorate it because I like and I definitely love colorful things. Also, I'm going to use this beautiful dolly. Oh, let me just remove this one here. I'm going to use this beautiful dolly that I have prepared. So I think that I'm going to use this one as little pocket here that I'm going to glue. Yes. Also, let me show you. This one is very beautiful pattern, and it's the same folder that I use for. Let me just show where. Aha. Okay. This is it. The same folder that I use, embossing folder, for this one. And when I use this paper, and let me show you. This paper actually is from such envelope. So basically what I did is I cut out the envelopes in shape of circles, and I used my 3D embossing folder. After this I used my distress ink to give it more color and to make it more vintage, because I wanted the flowers to pop out. Also here, this one is very beautiful, and I use this vintage wallpaper that I had. I'm not sure do I have more from this paper, but I have it from friends that sent me from America. What else? Oh, I'm going to use, let me just show you those beautiful, they're like windows, those beautiful windows that I cut out with dies and use vintage paper to make it more vintage, as you can see. And I use this beautiful cardstock because it's very bright, it's very vivid, and give me smile. It looks like beautiful sunshine in February. Yes. So they are very cute, and you can open all of those beautiful doors, and you can write a lot of things here, like little words, or you can put maybe some kind of secret little notes that you can know for yourself. And I have the intention to use all of those, as you can see, I have all those scraps that I have from my papers, and they are very beautiful, and this is the reason why I would like to use them, and I will see how I'm going to use them. I still don't know, but definitely I would like to do so. And this one is from, let me show you which paper. Yes, from this paper here. It was like that. It was a little bit bigger, but since my junk journal is going to be little, because it have to fit in the cover, I have to trim a lot of pieces from all of my papers. What else? I have the intention to use stencils, but I didn't use them yet because, as I said, oh, I'm very, very busy with my birthday, preparing the food, preparing where the guests are going to sit, because I'm going to wait a lot of guests. So I'm making this quick video with the hope that it's not so long and that you're going to expect my junk journal. What else? Oh, and I'm going to use this beautiful stamp that I have. I think that I bought it from the Netherlands from one friend. She's selling a lot of vintage things, and when I saw this beautiful what was the name of it? I said it. I forgot the name. Ah, stamp, yes. When I saw it, I fell in love with it, so I'm going to use it. Definitely, I'm going to use it. And I'm going to use this beautiful paper roll that I have here. And probably I'm going to make something like little page. This paper roll is gorgeous. And it's very, very, very delicate. So I'm going to share with you in front of the camera how I'm going to make this paper. Let me just remove all the papers that I have. Basically, since my spine is very small, before I cut out, I would like to explain that since my spine of the junk journal is very small, I have to put only 2 signatures, unfortunately. And I'm going to cut out, let me just measure it. Yes, it looks great. And I'm going to cut it out right now, very gently. But first I should remove all the papers to not cut them instead of the piano paper. Sometimes it's happening. And where is my... Yes, I'm going to use it. What's the name of this? Paper cutter? Oh, I'm not quite sure. Did I just make this up? Paper cutter. Probably it's paper cutter. Yes, the one there is guillotine, and this should be paper cutter, right? Okay. And let me just measure all the things, and I'm going to cut it out. I love this beautiful paper roll. Usually I'm not using it because I like to save it for... I just like to save it. I'm obsessed with collecting vintage documents and vintage papers and piano rolls. And when I buy something, or vintage paper books, or vintage child books, or vintage baby cards, yes, I'm collecting a lot of things. And when I buy them and when I have them, it's very difficult to use them in my junk journals. Especially when I don't have such things in my country. I'm not sure why. I don't know why we don't have it, but definitely we don't have such beautiful things. So most of the things that I'm buying are from US, and I'm buying them from eBay. I was thinking that I should buy paper dolls because they look very gorgeous and fantastic. And I would like to use some paper dolls for my future projects. Let me remove this scrap. Unfortunately, everything that I'm buying from eBay is super expensive, especially the shipping, but I think it's worth it. Probably this is one of the reasons why I don't want to use all of those vintage documents that I have. I have one big, it's like a stash, a lot of something like this, a lot of vintage papers that my heart doesn't allow me to use them because it is so difficult since I can't find them here in my country, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't use them in my junk journal. So okay, I've cut out the piano roll, paper roll, and I think it's going to look very beautiful if I put some kind of stencil. Use it with this paste, modeling paste, and let me just choose which stencil I should use. Stencil with a lot of flowers, probably, if I have one, or I don't have. Those are the stencil that I have here. I know that they're a little... Maybe this one here. It looks like flowers. Oh, I have such beautiful hearts. This one looks very beautiful, but it's without flowers, and my idea is to use flowers. Yes, I'm going to use my favorite roses. And let me find where it is. Okay, this one, or shall I use this one? Probably this one is better. Yes, I shall use it. And one tip that I'm making when I use paper roll, because it's rolling, As you can see, I'm using my iron to make it flat. And I would, oh, it's going to look, I know that it's going to look very beautiful. I'm very sure, but let me see how I should put the flowers. Like this looks good. Let me take a little bit of the modeling paste that I've prepared. I'm going to show you. I'm going to make this. As I said, I have so much work, and this is only the half of the journal because I would like to add some fabrics as pockets, a lot of fabrics that are with a flower pattern, like this one here, or like this golden ribbon that I have, and I hope that in the end it's going to look beautiful. I really hope so, because I don't want to embarrass myself in front of everyone. Yes, and let me remove it gently. Ooh! Okay, this is because today I apparently have some kind of luck. Usually when I'm making a video, all the things that I'm making in front of the camera are messy and I'm always making mistakes, but this time I didn't make one. I'm very happy with this. I'm going to leave it to dry. I think it's going to dry after how much time? Let me just check it. Yes, for the braids. I think it's going to after 6 or 12 hours or 24. Better, I'm going to leave it for 12 to 24 hours because I don't want to mess it up. And I have the intention to use this flower again on the other side because I want to have flowers here and flowers on the back. Let me just remove them somewhere aside where my cats won't be able to touch it, because I'm not quite sure is this toxic or non-toxic product. Yes, I'm concerned for my cats. And so this is for now from me. I'm going to make the last video probably the end of this weekend or after my birthday, definitely after my birthday. So thank you for watching and see you in my next video, and thank you for your lovely support, because I saw that there are a lot of subscribers, which make me happy and confident that I should continue with my videos and that my videos are not boring, which is very important for me because this is like motivation to make more videos. Thanks, Susan, one more time that you invite me in this beautiful collaboration. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy that there are a lot of supporters, and I'm truly happy that I'm in this community. So please stay safe and stay happy, and see you in my next video, which is going to be the last one, where I'm going to explain in a lot of detail how I made every part of my junk journal, because I want to incorporate, as you can see, those kind of small papers that I use for my cutting dies, and I would like to put them here and there because I don't want to throw them away. They look very beautiful, so it's like recycling. Also, this is the paper that I covered with covers that have mica powders, and I use my dies to cut them out. You can see, as I showed you, those are the one that I cut out. I think that this one is here, and this one is here. So I cut them out, and I have the intention to use this one here because it's very beautiful. Probably I'm going to put it over some kind of I don't have in front of me document where I put those documents. Yes, some kind of document. It looks beautiful, or I'm going to put it on a plain paper. No, I think that on plain paper it looks better because you can see the colors and you can see that they're flowers. So probably I'm going to put it on plain paper, and I'm going to use some, as I said, the scraps. So thank you for watching, and hopefully, or I'm not sure, but I really hope that the video is not so long and not so boring. So please subscribe for my channel. Check Susan's channel, so subscribe for her because she do a lot of great stuff. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.